Simone Gilbert and I've just completed the August 2016 cover of NAILPRO magazine. I hope you like the cover and check it out.
And this is Stephanie Lavery. Simone, it is such a pleasure to have you here today. You flew all the way from Australia to come and do the nails for our cover. How did you come up with this wonderful design?
Thank you for having me. It's really exciting to be here. I don't know, I've been dreaming about this cover for a long time. The actual set of nails just came to me in a dream, and yeah, I'm really inspired by Japanese nail art, and so all the different techniques are, there's a whole bunch of them going on in there, and yeah, I just wanted to sort of mix it up and give you guys something a little bit different to, the usual sets that I do. So yeah.
So you started by extending the model's nails. What did you use?
I actually sculpted them out using hard gel. I like to build a little bit over the actual natural nail and then bring a little bit out over the form, just enough to give me my rough shape, and then I cure, remove the residue, then take away the form. I like to then shape the nail, and then I start building the actual extension out, because I find that I save, like I'm not really saving, but using a little bit less product.
And once the nails were sculpted and shaped, then what did you do next?
I started with a base layer of soak-off gel across the whole application, everything, and then began with the art.
So let's start talking about one of my favorite nails, which was the denim nail. How did you do that technique?
Well, I started with a navy blue gel application, just an overlay, and then I use, it's like a really thick bristled art brush, and I just take some white gel and dab it all across the nail, and it gives it, like that denim spotted, real denim print fabric effect, I suppose you'd say. And then cure that, and then obviously finish with a matte, because glossy doesn't really work with denim.
It's such a simple technique, and it looks so complex and so cool.
Yeah, I don't know, it's just a really fun technique, and it adds, it gives the effect of texture but without having any texture.
What I really liked on that nail too was that there is a strip that looks like a piece of leather. How did you create that effect?
So I laid down, we're using a fine art brush. I just put a strip of gel across using like a dark brown or whatever color leather effect you're going for, and then I used like a gel art powder and sprinkled that across the top of the gel, and then once I was finished I cured that, and it just gives it like a textured matte velvety kind of look as well. It does actually give it a real leather look.
Another very popular style right now is that marble look on nails. How did you achieve that?
I chose to go with a white marble look, so start with a white base layer, and then I lay down a base layer of gel, just clear, and then I start with a liner brush and just drag a few lines in sort of a rough outline of how I sort of want the finished nail to look. And then I just take my regular gel application brush and sort of poke at it at the same time as like dragging along it, and you can sort of move it and make it look quite jagged and realistic. And then, yeah, you can add bits and pieces, and then once you're actually finished and you're happy with the final design, then obviously you would cure. And again, a matte top coat.
Let's talk about the animal print nail. It's a little bit different than you would normally see, I think, in your standard animal print, and I really like that about this. What was the technique that you used?
I started with a taupe base layer, and then I used, basically it's a brush called, it's an Ace gel brush, and it's called a pon brush, and it's really coarse, thick bristled brush that you use more for dabbing rather than, just gentle strokes and things like that. So I took a brown gel and then just started dabbing at it down the nail or across, whichever pattern or direction you want to go. I cure that, and then once I finished with that, I took the same brush and using a black gel, I just sort of started applying some spots or, curves to make the leopard sort of print.
Let's talk about the Navajo nail, which is also one of my favorite nails. I just love the detail of it. So did you hand paint the whole thing?
I'm sorry to disappoint you there, but yeah, I did use a decal for that one. I applied a marble to the base of the nail. So I started with a taupe color and then applied a few lines of a brown and a white gel, and then just took my gel application brush and just ran it through very gently a couple of times, and it just gave it a really gentle marble effect and toned all of the colours, sort of mixed them a little bit together. And then I finished off with a glossy matte top coat, just a non-wipe top coat, and the decals went straight onto that, and I just rubbed them in with a cuticle pusher.
The one thing that's really cool, I think, for our readers is that they could take any one of these designs and apply it to a whole set of nails for one of their clients.
Exactly, and you can tone it back a little bit and just, start with just a basic denim, and then you can do some with lace, and same for the other nails. There's just so many different techniques within that set that, you can take those and use them anywhere in any kind of nail.
So you may not see this in the video in the step-by-step, but you'll see it in the full set of nails. You added a really cool charm to the pinky nail on one of the hands. What did you do for that?
I actually went down to my chicken coop.
No kidding.
Yep, and I collected some feathers from down there. I came back and cleaned them a little bit and then layered them one on top of the other. I actually took, I think, I don't even remember, like a rosella feather or something like that as well. There's a little red component in there. And then I used a gemstone and a charm, like a dream catcher charm, attached it all together, and then we've applied it to the nail with a bit of chain.
Thank you so much for coming out all the way from Australia to do this amazing set of nails for us. I really love them. I think our readers are going to love them too.
Thank you. I hope they really like them. I've put a bit of work into them and a bit of research over the last couple of months. And yeah, I hope everybody really enjoys them. And thank you so much for having me. It's been so much fun today.